So happy 4th of July week. Our theme this week is Red, White, and Boom, and our first activity is elephant toothpaste. So the things that you're going to find in your bag are some dish soap, some hydrogen peroxide, a empty water bottle which has been sanitized, a little packet of yeast, and then there's gonna be these little tubes that have some food coloring in them, and everyone has some different colors, so I have pink and red for my food coloring. You're also going to need some scissors to cut open your food coloring packet, and you're going to need some warm water as well. You're going to have more supplies than you need, so you want to make sure to measure everything out. So with the hydrogen peroxide, I've gone ahead and measured out a half a cup here that I'm going to use. So I'm going to put the rest of it off to the side. And then when you get your warm water, you're going to want 2 tablespoons of warm water in some sort of bowl or container that you can mix in. And then we're going to add some yeast to our warm water. So I'm going to measure out a teaspoon of yeast and mix it in to the water here. That's our first step. So we're gonna mix it together so it can dissolve a bit. Once your yeast is completely dissolved in the water, then you'll know that that piece is ready to go. So we're just gonna set it off to the side here for a minute. The next part is you're going to mix everything in your empty water bottle, and things can get a little bit messy. So I have a tub here that I'm going to mix everything in so that I don't make a mess. If you have some sort of tote or pan that you can use, you can do that. Otherwise, you can do it in a bathtub potentially, or if not, then do it somewhere outside that you don't mind if it gets a little messy and can wash away the mess later. So we're going to put our water bottle in the tub. That way any mess we make goes into the tub, not everywhere else. And first I'm going to pour my half cup of hydrogen peroxide in here. And the water bottle is pretty skinny, so you want to be careful when you do this step, or maybe ask for some help. The next thing we're going to add is our dish soap. So it only says you need to squirt of dish soap, so we're just gonna pour a little bit in there, and then we can save the rest for later if we wanna do the experiment again. Once your dish soap is added, then we can add some food coloring, or you can skip this step if you want. So I'm going to take my red food coloring, and when you're opening your little food coloring container, you wanna make sure to hold it upright and then just cut the top part off, because all of the food coloring will be in there and it can get a little bit messy. So we're just gonna cut the top off here. You also might wanna make sure that you're doing this part carefully, because if the food coloring does spill out, then it can stain and be kind of messy. So make sure you're asking for help with that part. I'm going to put it in my bottle here. All right, so once you have everything mixed and you know you're in a spot that can get a little bit messy, it's time to pour our yeast mixture into our water bottle and see what happens. So what's happening during our reaction here is the hydrogen peroxide is breaking down into oxygen and water, and the dish soap that we have added in is catching the oxygen, which is what's causing some bigger bubbles to form. Catalase is an enzyme that's found in all living things, including the yeast that we used. So that's what helped to speed up the reaction and cause it to happen so quickly versus normally taking a while for that reaction to process. And the reaction that happened is an exothermic reaction, which means that the energy was released as heat. So if you touched the bottle or the foam at all when it was coming out, you could feel that it was warm. And all the things that we have in here are safe to touch, so definitely feel free to touch it as it's coming out if you want to feel the heat as the reaction's happening, or you play around with it a little bit afterwards. Also, it doesn't smell the best because yeast doesn't have a great scent, but it's definitely safe to touch and to play with. So now that we've done our reaction, as I said, there are some extra materials, so I would encourage you guys to rinse out your bottle and try it again. Maybe try doing it with some different amounts of things and see what happens if you have more of a yeast and water mixture, maybe it'll cause a bigger explosion, or if you use more hydrogen peroxide, and kind of test it out and see what some of the differences are with that compared to the experiment that we did. I hope you guys had a lot of fun today and enjoy the rest of our week's activities, and I'll see you later.